This edition of Performance TV, presented by ARP, is being brought to you by Molly, driven by performance. Engine Tech, the engine builder's source. Steel Rubber, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping. Brake Booster, the finest in brake booster restoration since 1983. And by East Coast Diesel, we will not be beat on price.
Welcome back to Performance TV. I have a 1970 Chevelle SS 454 big block that we found, well, it has an issue with the brake booster. You know, you got a lot of power here and a lot of weight. You want to be able to stop that. How do you know that you have the problem with the brake booster and not some other part of the braking system? Well, when you're coming up to a stoplight and you feel like you need to put every ounce of your weight to get it to stop, the pedal doesn't want to move, there you go. If it goes to the floor, mushy, something like that, you've got an issue with some other part of the braking system, like the master cylinder. But when you have a really nice car like this, you want to make sure that what you're putting on here is looking good and, of course, fits like it's supposed to. So what we have found is from the folks at BrakeBoosters.com. We have taken the brake booster off the car, the original one from the factory, and sent it out to be redone. Now, why would you want to do something like that? Well, you want to start off right with thinking, hey, it's a good product. It's not something from overseas that you got to try to make fit or something like that. And with brake boosters, you're going to get an excellent finish. Something I want to show you here. One that has been done, the front face of a brake booster, that they did not polish out. Now, this is the gold zinc finish, and look, hey, this one could still be sent back in, and they could take care of it, and you know what it's going to look like when they're done? Right here. That almost looks better than it probably came from the factory. BrakeBoosters.com, they handle it all. This is even the original GM proportioning valve. It's been completely restored. And that's what we're going to do and get over here on this car, Tommy. I know that you've already had the other one off. We've sent it back in.
Yeah, like
Take
you
a look
said,
how that looks.
It looks great. I'm telling you. And what you said, it's going to fit right back in this car. So when I took off, we sent it in. It comes back. It's going to bolt right back on. So I'm going to get started and put this thing on.
All right.
Now, it's pretty simple. All we did was undo these 4 bolts here, undo the master cylinder, and remove the clip from the brake pedal. Off it comes. So all we're going to do is reverse that, put it back in here, hook it back up, and we're ready to go. Slide it back into position, through the firewall, back onto the studs. And we put our washers and nuts and bolts back on, and we're good to go.
You know, Tommy, Steve at Brake Boosters, he has been doing this for over 31 years, over 12,000 brake boosters completed. And these are on many national show car winners. A lot of customers have had their brake booster that still looks and works beautifully after over 20 years on their car. I mean, just look at the finish on this stuff. This is so much better than the inferior stuff you're going to find from overseas.
Now, we took the hood off this car just to show you so you can see a little better on TV what we're doing. You don't have to do that. Makes it a little easier though. Kind of tight it down in there, but we can get it done. Put these nuts back on.
You know, Tommy, on this particular car, it came from the factory with the gold zinc finish. But, you know, if you're trying to do a detailed restoration of your vehicle with all the correct finishes, you may want to consider utilizing the Brake Boosters plating services, because they can do the gold anodized, or, of course, they can do the silver or the black zinc plating. They also have the gray and the black phosphate coatings for many other parts of the car, too. And we can check all that out on their website at BrakeBoosters.com.
That's right. Now, if you want to go factory correct, you can go back to a zinc. But if you want to black everything out in here, they also do the black as well.
You know, we'll go ahead and get this all installed. And something we want to make sure, too, that we have at least 14 inches of vacuum on the car to make a brake booster work properly. That usually only becomes a problem if you have a radical cam in your motor. And you know what? We're going to go out and see how radical this is. That's all we have time for this week, folks. We'll see you again next time around here on Performance TV.